and welcome to my channel, Beatrice Mangar. I am so pleased you are here for the check-in of the slow moments together. So grab your cup of tea and I hope you enjoy this video. So in this video, I want to address the slow moments together, the very first one we did as a community in November 2020, which is now. We had 3 things to do this month to cultivate more slow in our days. The first one was something about your daily gratitude. So I provided you with some templates that you used and shared on your social media, for which I'm really grateful. So thankful threes was something that a lot of you enjoyed to practice as a daily thing, and I loved seeing some of you write down the dates as well on your template and things that you were grateful for. Others of you said that it was something that you used to do but didn't do anymore, and so you were really happy to get back into it. And some of you said that it was a reminder of the things that you already have. So I'm really grateful for each one of you who took time to comment, who took time to engage, and also to do this daily practice. Now, whether or not you used it on social media, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you made sure that you cultivated more slow in your everyday. The other thing was the daily breakfast, listening to the concerti, the violin concerti of Vivaldi. So this one, it was autumn, it's just perfect, it's the most appropriate one for this season, and I loved that every time I enjoyed my breakfast, I could savor, I could relish in the moment and feel really uplifted. So the reason why I chose this violin concerti was because it was so uplifting. So I felt that during these darker days, when it wasn't very motivating to face the day or to do anything because it's just so dark and there's not a lot of light, and I feel, I'm not really looking forward to this day. That was such a good pick-me-up. So in that spirit, I really enjoyed this activity, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. The third thing was the grieving part. So the grieving part, not so much about, grieving, but just acknowledging that you might be carrying grief, that you might be carrying something, a deep chagrin about somebody you lost, somebody dear that you've lost. And I know that a lot of us in this community have at some point or another lost one person that's really dear to us through death, or maybe a pet or a beloved or a friend or coworker. Somebody has passed away, somebody we've lost, somebody we love and lost. And that is not always easy. And I know in my own process of grieving for many years, it's not something that just goes away. And for people who say that time heals, not really. When you're grieving someone, it doesn't matter how much time goes, it's still quite painful and sad. Maybe the intensity of the pain, maybe the intensity of the sadness is less, but it's still something that you remember. And so I wanted to give us the opportunity this month to really acknowledge our feelings, sit with them for a bit, feel the feelings that come up, because they are not bad. Grieving, sadness, they're all part of life. They're all emotions that we feel as a human being. And so I wanted to take this time to acknowledge that. And the singer, Luan, she actually did this song as a homage, as an ode to her parents who were deceased. I think it was in a car accident. And so when she sung this, I listened to a version where she sings this with so much heart. And she was actually quite, tearful in the song. It was just so full of emotion. And I chose this song specifically because, there are times when we go about our days and we wonder, what would that person do now if they were here with us? Or would they be proud of me accomplishing that? Or something you do in your day makes you think of them. And it brings up a memory of the past. And so that's something that is so important to acknowledge. And I hope that you have enjoyed the slow moments together. Really, I am so excited to share with you that the slow moments together is something that will continue. I love the community spirit, and I know that a lot of you want to maybe get into it, but maybe you're shy, maybe you're not so sure about slow living, maybe you're not really keen about these challenges. But I promise you that if you do cultivate more slow in your days, you will see that the things that you used to find so overwhelming suddenly feel that you can go through them with more ease. It doesn't mean it gets easier. It doesn't mean that suddenly everything just is perfect in your life and rosy, because that just doesn't exist. Life is made of every single thing, every single emotion, right? And so I want you to learn to embrace slow in your day to day, because it's in your everyday that you will actually see the inner you transform and become more aware of yourself and what you're feeling, and become more resilient with everything that you're going through, but also have more poise when you approach life. You will feel more equipped going in your day. So I hope that you're going to join me for December slow moments together. Thank you so much for this time, and ciao!